Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a Caitlyn game, played by ICO Panties, which is, oh my god, a bad name. But yeah, well, I do enjoy reading some of these game names, because, well, it's just crazy what people write sometimes. Also, there's a lot of these random letter names, so people will just ram a bunch of keys on the keyboard and then accept that as their name. But yeah, I don't really care. So for those of you who really want to know my name, my in-game name that is, it is a character from a nursery rhyme here in the Netherlands, and that is why everybody recognizes me as being Dutch, because it is a really famous one. And well, everybody just recognizes as being Dutch. So there are more people that have the same name, also in other applications, so not everyone that has this name on it is actually me, just so you know. So I do have accounts on several other games and, well, sites and I don't know, but not all of the well, the Beer and Botje accounts are mine, because they actually exist. No, it's actually a really famous nursery rhyme. It's actually more of a song, but well, anyway. So we are doing Caitlyn here, and Caitlyn is one of the many physical carries that we have in this game. And Caitlyn starting off with the Doran's Blade, and hasn't chosen a skill yet, which I like, because it is very useful to know who you're up against before you select the skill. The valid skills for level 1 are Pulled Over Peacemaker and the Yordle Snap Trap. The 90 caliber net really isn't an opening skill, I think. I've never seen anybody use it, and I wouldn't know what to use it for in the early game. So it is later game, it is useful, of course. And this guy is getting killed for no reason. Don't know what he was doing. But anyway. So they are protecting their jungler here, and yeah, we'll just wait until this actually happens. And they do have 2 smites on their team, so I guess Warwick wanted to jungle in the enemy jungle, but yeah, really didn't work out too well, did it? So going for the Yordle Snap Trap here. Normally we see that in the bottom lane, but still it is a valid choice. But you do have to place them early, because they have a large cooldown of 20 seconds. And you can set up to 3, so you really want to set 3 and then only replace them. But yeah, as I said, it's one of the 2 valid options to start with. So I'll discuss the skills a little bit while we see some early game things going off in the background. First of all, the innate ability, headshot. Don't know why it says count, but doesn't really matter. Every time you shoot, so you use a basic attack, you get 1 of these stacks, and once you have 7 stacks, I think. Hang on, that's the wrong one. 8. If you have 8 stacks, you get an extra powerful attack, which does 150% damage to a champion and 250% to a minion, basically making it a little bit more damage. Doesn't really matter normally. It is very hard to just yeah, use that as something huge, something you can use for harassment or anything like that, because that would mean that every 8 attack you need to be close to an enemy and use it as harassment. Yeah, for the 50% extra damage it really doesn't matter too much. At least not the early game, and in the late game it is just extra damage. Yeah, It just adds, well, I don't know. I'm not even going to count it. It's something like 6% extra damage or so. I don't know. As I said, it doesn't really matter. And the Piltover Peacemaker, the normal first choice for the mid characters. It is AoE. Yeah, well, you shoot a big AoE damage dealer. As you can see, it has some width to it, and oh. It is basically no more than just AoE damage, and I don't know why this... Oh, yeah, that's good too. I don't know why this this guy didn't go after it, but then the Caitlyn just got the kill, and that's good enough. So anyway, the Yordle Snap Trap done. That's one of these guys, kind of a mushroom in a bear trap. And if someone walks in them, they're immobilized for a while. They take magic damage, and their magic resistance or physical resistance is reduced. Oh, it reveals them. Yeah, sure. It's no longer has any armor reduction or anything like that. So the 90 caliber net is basically a flash that does some damage and does some slow. And yeah, that's her abilities. Well, and then you have, of course, the ace in the hole, the ultimate, and that is yeah, another source of damage. It doesn't do anything except lock onto your target, and it does some damage. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage compared to other skills, and it is a single target spell, but another champion can move in between you and your targeted champion to take the shot instead. And that is a big problem for many of the Caitlyn ultimates, because you always want to shoot someone and then someone else jumps in the way, and instead of killing someone you just do, like, I think it does 250 damage level 1. Yep. So you do 250 damage to some random dude who's full health, and yeah, that doesn't really matter. So in lane it can still be very useful, but once you read the team fighting phase, really isn't anymore. So I really don't like Caitlyn for that reason, because her yeah, her damage is the same as Ashe, only Ashe has a lot more utility, and especially the utility on Yordle Snap Trap is just useless. The 90 caliber net is very useful, and then the well, both the Q and the R are just damage. And if we look at Ashe, Ashe has slow, she has a stun. Yeah, it's she has a mechanism to CV, so to scout basically. And all in all, that makes her a lot more functional in lane. And yeah, the utility for me is a big aspect in these kind of champions. Because with these champions, you really need the utility. You really need to have something that will help you get kills or something like that. And the 90 caliber net, you cannot use it for the slow. You can only use it to escape. That's how they made it. And yeah, it's basically only a defensive slow, where Ashe can do both an offensive and a defensive slow. So setting up the 3 traps here, it's if you set them up in a line, it's impossible to get through them in this lane without hitting one, and using the... Oh, actually getting out of there. Really nice. Oh, that was close. My god. But yeah, getting really lucky there. And using the 90 caliber net in the wrong direction, because she really wanted to either run this way and then jump over here, but instead she shot, she made the flash over here and then ran this way or something like that. I don't know what happened exactly, but yeah, it almost cost her her life there, but fortunately for her, she did escape. So using Flash and Ghost there, but yeah, if you can survive that way and you can survive the next 3 minutes, then you're good again. I mean, at least you survived once. So with and she does have another flash. I mean, the 90 caliber net is basically a flash. So I've been working on my champions video, my follow-up from the maps one. So the creative game design about maps. And I am almost done with all of the preparations. I hope to be able to make the video tomorrow. I thought I would be able to do it yesterday already, but took a little longer than I thought, and I didn't have a lot of time today. So all in all, it's going to be tomorrow. And it's going to consist of well, basically first an analysis of the current champions, and then my IDs on new champions. And I really hope that there are some viewers out there who like the idea of new types of champions and will actually think with me to get these new IDs. So to see where we can find some new IDs. And if you have an ID for a champion, please post it on that video, not on this one. And yeah, hopefully I can make some well, a nice video on what would be nice champion IDs. I do have a lot of champion IDs. I think I have 11 of them at the moment. So of really new champions that are that use new mechanics and that just aren't the same as all of the other ones. But you will see what I mean once you see the first part of the video, because virtually all of the current champions are the same, or are, well, they almost all of them have certain aspects to them, and just because the wording is a little bit different or the drawing is a little bit different doesn't mean that they're not the same. I mean, this 90 caliber net, for example, it's basically a flash. That's all it is. It does have a slow, it does have damage, but in reality you're only going to use it as a flash. And the same goes for the Valkyrie on Corki. Valkyrie on Corki, really, it has an AoE damage. It well, it doesn't do anything else really, but it has an AoE damage at least, and yeah, basically you only use it as a flash, you never use it as an AoE damage. So, to me, those two skills are exactly the same, and since they're both physical champions, basically the same in that regard. I mean, and then this guy, Caitlyn, has built over Peacemaker, which is an AoE damage dealer, and she's dead. With Flash and Ghost and 90 caliber net up. That's kinda sad. But anyway, so she has built over Peacemaker, where Corki has his Gatling gun, with both of which are AoE damage. This is just a line, and Corki has a cone, but basically the same thing. And then here we see the Yordle Snap Trap, where Corki has his phosphorus bombs, and those are not the same. So the only difference between Corki and Caitlyn, skill-wise that is, I mean, of course they play differently, they have different running speeds and things like that, movement speeds, things like that, but in general, skill-wise, there's only one skill difference. They play exactly the same, and both of their innate abilities have damage in them. I mean, this one increases damage, and Corki's decreases armor or something like that. I think it decreases armor. And both do exactly the same, because both add more damage. And whether you do that by removing armor or you do that by just plainly doing more damage, that really doesn't matter. It is both damage, and as I said, even though the wording is a little bit different and they use different game mechanics, it is exactly the same thing. And to me that is becoming a little bit of a problem for me liking this game. I would like to see some more of the really original champions. And there are some original champions. I mean, Udyr to me is an original champion because he doesn't have an ultimate. He has 4 skills that he can level up. And Karma is a different champion because she doesn't have an ultimate. And well, there's several more, but I'll discuss them in my... and there we go, the ultimate, and it doesn't do anything. So, yeah, that happens a lot with her ultimates. That it doesn't actually kill a low level hero. Yeah, that's just sad. I mean, you have a BF sword, and you have a Corki who probably doesn't have anything defensive. No, he doesn't have anything defensive, and still you cannot kill him with your ultimate. That's just sad. I mean, her ultimate does as much damage as one of the rockets from Corki. And not even speaking about the big one, which is 1 in every 7, I think. Or 1 in every 4, I don't know. No, I think 7. So, Corki coming in here to... hang on, we need to see some... No, I couldn't find it in time. The armor debuff on his innate ability, I wanted to see how much it is. And I saw it yesterday when I was actually preparing for my champions video, and I just didn't remember it. Then again, there are 79 champions at this moment. 79! That's just too many. I mean, come on. I mean, we have 79 champions and we have one real map. I mean, nobody plays the 3v3, unfortunately. I really like the 3v3, but yeah, every time I play it, I get these players who have no idea what they're doing and just mess around a bit, and then, well, they win 1 in every 2 games, and then they say, well, I won over 400 games on this map. Yeah, but you lost about 500, so it really doesn't count that way. They really, most of the people I play with on 3v3s are worse than the players I play with on the 5v5, because they understand how to play 5v5. They understand what they need to do in a team, but they don't understand that on a 3v3 it's not the same. Your dragon is a lot more important, getting turrets is a lot less important, ganking is a lot more important, things like that. It's just game mechanics that are completely different. Also the balance is completely different, and I really think they should have certain items on a 3v3 that don't exist on 5v5, and the other way around. So now they're trying to make items that are both good on 3v3 and 5v5, and really you cannot do that, because on a 3v3 with a lot shorter distances and a lot more ganking power, some items are just completely overpowered, while other items are just, well, they really don't do anything. And it would be really nice to see some items for 3v3, so just 3v3. Oh, by the way, I am going to comment this game once something starts happening, because, well, at the moment we're at 1 and 5, so the team is not doing too well, but this middle lane is at 1 and 1. So, yeah, just farming up. Doing a good job in farming, by the way. She has Bloodthirster now, and 129 minion kills, which is about 20 more than this guy has. Well, it's actually not 20, but it's close to 20 now. Anyway, all in all, yeah, doing a good job here in the early game. Of course, Caitlyn is one of the, as I said, physical carries, and she needs to farm up. She is really item dependent, because her skills really don't add too much damage in the overall scheme of things. And she really needs to do all of her damage with her basic attacks. Well, and her Piltover Peacemaker does some damage, but that's about it. So all in all, it is a champion that really in the early game needs to do some... Yeah, and that's a kill, finally. But in the early game she really needs to just farm and farm and farm until you have so much gold that you actually have some nice items. And you see everyone do this with Caitlyn and Ashe, and well, you have several more of those. All of the carries need to farm early game, or you need to... Oh, Corki is also one. But or you have to have an opponent that has no idea what he's doing, and then you can get 3 kills early game, and that's the same as farming, as long as you get the minion kills anyway. But doing a nice job here getting the turret, and as I said, in the 5v5 getting turrets is really important. On a 3v3, once you ace someone in the later game, which would be around this time, like 20 minutes, if you kill someone you get 2 turrets and an inhibitor, if your whole team is still alive. And if you kill ace their whole team, you're going to get 2 turrets and an inhibitor. So it doesn't really matter, because there's no... 2v3 is impossible to win. And yeah, 4v5 is still possible to win. So losing one team member in the 5v5 means you're at 20% less power, assuming that every hero is the same. And losing one champion in the 3v3 loses you 33% of your total power. Wow, why didn't this guy just jump in between? Yeah, by now the ultimate is actually doing some damage. It's doing 700, yeah, almost 800 damage. And 800 damage against someone like Teemo or Corki is a whole lot. Teemo should have, I think, I don't know who it was, but either the jungler or Teemo should have just jumped in there and prevented the Corki from dying. But yeah, people are selfish in this game. And we are just farming up a little bit more, even though she now has a second BF sword and is probably ready to go kill some enemy champions. But there's nothing wrong with just farming it up. I mean, there's also nothing wrong with taking out this camp, but I'm sorry, I have the hiccups at the moment. But hopefully we can get rid of them. And yeah, with the traps there, it is really possible to do a whole lot of damage, because the traps... oh no, never mind. They no longer reduce armor, so... But yeah, still, you can do a whole lot of damage when someone is standing still. I'm pretty sure they used to remove your armor. Or that may just be the Nidalee traps. But as you can see, Nidalee traps and Caitlyn's traps are basically the same thing, because both of them reveal the opponent. And okay, the one does magic damage. Oh no, both of them do magic damage, and one of them reduces the armor, and the other one or the magic resist, or both. I think the magic resist, and the other one traps them, so basically routes them to the spots. But all in all, it's the same. Why not make something that does something completely different? I don't understand that. Is it really so hard, or do you really want to just recycle all of your programming, so you're just a lazy game maker? Or I don't know. I really don't understand that. To me, it would be really interesting to make these champions that, or abilities that, do something completely different from what we've already seen about 100 times. So hopefully we will see some action here soon, and because we are nearing the team fight phase, and this guy is pretty much dead. Going in once again to probably steal blue, and dying once again by 2 opponents being there. So, if they haven't been taken out dragon, so the opponent that is, because I obviously saw that the skull and bones were still there. And yeah, the team is not doing too well. 0-5, 0-3, 0-1. Only Caitlyn doing a good job. Only Caitlyn really farming. Oh, Kayle as well. Never mind. Kayle's doing a good job. Kayle's still 0-0. But in a game where you're 3 and 10 behind, 0-0 is pretty good. Oh, let's watch this. Let's watch them fail Teemo. Fail killing Teemo. Yeah, and just let him go. Why not? Now Teemo is really hard to chase, obviously, because of his speed boost. And come on, 2v1. Yeah, never mind. We're just going to ignore it, and just going to ignore this guy, it seems. Caitlyn not paying attention at all. I mean, with the Piltover Peacemaker and an ace in the hole, that would have been a kill. But instead, Warwick is just running around doing nothing, and Caitlyn is just farming it up. So I am just going to yeah, wait a little bit more, I guess. Dragon is done, I'm assuming. Yeah. Don't know why this why they have 2 smites on their team and they still don't get dragon. They have 2 junglers basically. I mean, Warwick has built complete jungle build, and this guy has built a complete jungle build, so why not just go for dragon, like, whenever you can? With 2 smites on your team, dragon is so easy to get. But yeah, Caitlyn's level 17, and this Warwick and Udyr are level 11. And this is why I hate that you cannot go above level 18. I've had this in so many of my games. I mean, I really know how to last hit by now. I can, if I am in a game where I don't get to rest too much, I can hit about 90% of the last hits. So of all of them, not just the ones that I'm actually trying to get, but all of them. So I get about 90% of all of the minions, and then you reach level 18 in like 20 minutes or something like that. 22, I don't know exactly. But yeah, if you then have a team who are all level 11, there is no way that you, or even lower, I mean at 22 minutes or something like that, they would be level 9. And yeah, there is no way that you can carry a team if you're only allowed to go up to level 18, because there's just not enough. There's not enough gold in the, or well, not enough power in the level differences. There's a lot of power in the item differences, so the gold still helps, but the level difference really doesn't do too much. And I would say that if you're 4 levels above someone, like she is, well, at level 18, and we just saw Lux at level 14, I mean, that's 4 levels in between them, but I'm guessing that Lux can still win that, or at least escape, and that shouldn't be. I mean, 4 levels is a huge amount if you're only allowed to go to level 18, especially since the experience you have to get the next level is obviously a lot lower for getting to level 2 than from getting from level 17 to 18. Because level 17 to 18 takes a lot of experience and should therefore be a larger step. And yeah, it's just, to me, incredible that they only go to level 18. I know why they did it. It's because in Dota, the game they copied, they actually go to level 18. And Heroes of New Earth goes to, I think, level 25, which is already a lot better. But also, there you can see that the carries, for example, the cent rate, for those of you who play Heroes of New Earth. I don't know a lot of the names. I mean, I know cent rate is a really good carry. At least in the game I saw. I watched some of the Heroes of New Earth games as well, with commentary. But he can be level 25, while his supports that he, well, normally he doesn't have a support, but supports on his team will be level 7 or 10, I don't know. And then he kills the entire team, because that game is much more based on single heroes, much more based on actual carries. So there you give all of the gold to your carry, instead of well, worrying as a support whether or not you should get the last hits. No, you don't. You don't get to have any of the last hits. And if you do that correctly and you have a good carry, then the carry kills the entire enemy team, because he's level 25 and the enemy team will be level 22. And just 3 levels of difference will make him able to completely own the enemy team. And to me, that is the way it's supposed to be. I mean, if you're better at the game, you're going to level up quicker and you're going to have a better end game. Nice kill here, nice chase, and yeah, going for the carries would be good, but they actually just stop. I don't know. Full health, both of them, enough mana to do anything, and they just let them escape. They could have easily gone for Corki or Lux, especially with Alistar being dead low. Alistar wasn't going to come back, or he was going to die. So really a little bit more aggression if you're this far ahead, and especially if you're trying to carry the team, which at the moment the 5 kills are all Caitlyn's. So and finally they do take a dragon there. Good job, good job. They really should have taken more dragons already, even though they're completely behind on everything. Except for minions at the moment, because Alistar and Lux are still under 100. And, well, no, Corki isn't even close to the Caitlyn. But then they have 173, and that would be, well, the 200 here. So, yeah, they're ahead on minions. And with the current gold values of, well, if you get killed multiple times, I guess they might be somewhat equal to the enemy team on gold. Because if you die 6 times, yeah, you're not worth a whole lot. So anyway, are we waiting for some beautiful item at 2950? I don't know. What kind of item are you looking for, Caitlyn? Or are you just AFK? No, your Caitlyn has so much so much money that she doesn't know what to do with it anymore in about 10 minutes. Because she can still sell the Doran's Blade and she can still get rid of the side wards, but really after that, wait, and the health potion, of course. But after you fill these 3 things, then, and that's in about 10 minutes, it will be virtually impossible to do anything useful with your gold. And yeah, the game should be over by then, but if you're the sole carry in this team, which at the moment Caitlyn is, then you really want to have more power. And that's another 200 golds. And that's another half health Lux. Yeah, getting another kill here. Come on, go. Run. No, go after them. You can easily kill the whole team. Use the ghost. No. Never mind. Not actually going for it. Should they do Baron? Yeah, probably. They can kill the entire enemy team and 2 of them are dead. So if they can get a quick Baron, that would be good. And this guy really should join them, not because they need the damage, but because they might need him if the enemy comes, but the enemy doesn't come, so... Yeah, Caitlyn needs to be a little more aggressive here to really be the carry, and to really do the damage. And wow, oh, that was the heal from this guy. From the kill. Oh, kill is a girl. Yeah, I know. She's a woman. Completely forget that all the time because Kale is, to me, is just a male name. I'm sorry. If you have a daughter called Kale, then yeah, that is crazy to me. But then again, I'm not an American, so I don't know.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So yeah, they do lose the turrets, but that's okay. Turrets really don't matter too much, except for the gold. I mean, it is 750 gold for your enemy. So they do matter, but not... Yeah, they're not crucial. Especially in the late game. I mean, even Dragon is more gold than that. They do give the enemy team some experience, and I think the enemy team is level 18 now. Oh, no, they're not. 2 of them are, but not all of them. Oh, I will see some really heavy damage going off and getting killed here. That sucks. So the entire enemy team coming in, and yeah, unfortunately couldn't get anything done here because she was all on her own, and they're going to lose this turret obviously. No, don't go in. Just get away. I really thought they would have Warwick for the like 9th time. Oh, 8. Oh, he only died 7 times. And he got 0 kills, 0 assists. Oh, that's excellent. That is the best job ever. Then again, as you can see, 7-0. So really no assists there. And then this guy is 1 assist, this is 2, and this is 1. And all in all, you want to have a team with a lot of assists. Normally. No, we don't want to. We're going to win. Don't you know that? We're going to make a comeback. Not that they're really behind. They're not actually really completely behind. It's just that every time Caitlyn dies, everybody just... or, well, they're just going to lose their entire base, but... because Caitlyn is their only source of damage, so... yeah, what you really want to do here as a team, and especially if you're Warwick, you want to protect Caitlyn. That's the only thing on your mind at this moment. If you're 0 and 7, it doesn't matter if you die. You're not going to carry the game, you're not going to do any damage. You're just going to protect Caitlyn. That's your only job, because Caitlyn does all the damage. Same for Jarvan, I think he's not doing too well either. He's 0 and 3. And yeah, you're not going to do damage. You just ignore them, or ignore them. Just annoy them with your with your pop-ups and ultimate and things like that, and in the meantime Caitlyn would just kill all of you, all of them. And Gale, of course, well, he was already doing that because he's playing some kind of support role. Don't know exactly what he's building here, because it is kind of an attack build on someone who has 0 kills or 1 kill. I think it's 0, but yeah, 0, 1, 1. So he's playing like a support, and he's going home now. I don't know why. At least from Caitlyn I know why she's going home, because she wants to have another BF sword or something like that. I think it was the BF sword. And farming it up once more. And as you can see, the headshot counts, I don't know, I mean, yeah, whatever. It is just a little bit more damage in one of your shots. Really doesn't matter at all. We haven't seen her use it once to target that shot at their opponent or wait for the shot to load up. Oh, by the way, if you're in the bush and you shoot at someone, you get double stacks, so it's double as fast. And yeah, this is what you need to do as Warwick. You need to stay close to this guy, and every time someone tries to get in, you're just going to ult on them. And then Caitlyn will kill them in the 1.5 seconds you're going to, well, keep them there. I think it's more at later levels, but I know it's 1.5 seconds at level 1 ultimate. But that's enough for Caitlyn to kill them anyway, because they're not going to react exactly after 1.5 seconds. It's going to take about 2 seconds in total, and 2 seconds is about 3 attacks, a little more, with 330 damage each. Yeah, that's a lot. And plus, if she's really good, she can actually put a snap trap there and stun them even longer, or snare them even longer. But I haven't seen her use them anymore, except for the beginning. Even though they are really useful in one-on-one fights that, well, like the one she just had. And nice kill. That's a huge range on that. Yeah, good job staying away and just staying out of the fight. She really just needs to stay in the back and just wait until the enemy overextends or engages in a fight, and then just kill them. I mean, the rest of the team's job is just to protect Caitlyn, as I said. And this guy should really be here, especially since he has his ultimate up. But it is basically team mentality versus the individual mentality. And if you have one damage dealer on your team like this Caitlyn, then you really want to protect them. And it doesn't matter what it costs. It doesn't matter if your whole team dies, if your damage dealer gets to deal all of the damage, because the rest of the team doesn't do anything anyway. So nice game, and yeah. Well played, Miss Caitlyn, and I'll see you next time. GG.